There are rumors of bad bills being circulated here. No doubt they come from Thomas.
What are you up to? This isn't money. It's colored paper. You've cheated me for the last time. God!
And back within 11 months? Mm-hmm. So, what's wrong with that little Irish romantic? I'd heard the wedding bells might soon be sounding.
Daniel, let's put them bills away. The guards is onto us.
How? What happened?
Dan's shopkeep caught me out. Brought the guards, but I gave them the slip.
Boss is gonna be mad.
Not so mad as if I'd gotten caught. Besides, we've got most everything we need for the job now anyway.
Best go tell him. I'll warn the others.
Mechanical forging of all dimensions and specifications. Price of meat now represented in America by Lang & Associates. When the summer sun beat you into the shade with an elephant tree.
And should be obviated from your itinerary until such time as repairs have... The Black Forces...
Last time I was at...
What's this? Thomas Hickey? Might be. What's it to you? Right. Ain't supposed to be none of your kind left. Suppose I best be rectifying that then. Get him!
going! Grab him!
Hey, get him!
Pull that in right across his teeth. Jolly slow prey today.
Get him! Praise the Lord! Coins!
Help me, my friend!
I mean it! Praise the Lord! Joyous day!
Assist me, I'll be here.
Joyous day!
Be still. You will do no more harm.
You're a right fool meddling in affairs you know nothing about.
Washington's the only thing keeping the Continental Army together. You kill him, you end all hope for freedom.
Wrong, boyo. With him gone, they'll have no choice but to promote Lee, and then...
You are both under arrest!
Oh, well, we were just having a scrap, officer. Ain't nothing wrong with two men settling their differences the old-fashioned way. Can't we come to a...
Quiet! What are the charges?
Counterfeiting!
I had nothing to do with that.
Course not!
Listen, there are more important things at stake here. This man is planning to...
You missed me, sweetheart. What? Nothing to say?
If you are here, then Washington is safe.
True. Thing is, I believe I've just been pardoned. Thank you kindly for the rescue, gents.
There can be no further mistakes, Thomas. Am I understood?
What about the assassin? Yeah, he's here. They put him in a cell right next to mine. Guess we didn't get them all, eh?
Deal with this, Charles.
At once, sir.
What we're gonna do?
You're that boy from the Continental Congress. Adams's little lapdog. I think I have an idea. Yes. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Do tell.
All in good time. It's not like the assassin's going anywhere. For now, we should see about getting you better accommodations here.
What are you on about? I thought I was getting out.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving for a while, thanks to Benjamin Talmadge. He's been running his mouth, saying all sorts of things. You're being investigated for plotting to assassinate George Washington.
What a bunch of bollocks. I thought you was gonna handle that.
We'll discuss this elsewhere.
No, thanks. I was in my schnitz until quite late last night. I'm feeling a little bit tired. But tomorrow, yeah. Then I will...
I'm telling you, he's planning to escape. We should get in on it.
Yeah? And what makes you think that?
Caught him carving something in the yard. Slipped it in his pocket real quick when he saw me. Looked like a key.
Probably just a shiv.
Nah, Mason ain't a fighter. Always talking and tricking his way out of trouble. Weasel Weems, they call him. Sticky bastard.
Come on, Finch. He's not so bad. Even told me some letters once. Gonna write a note to my lady.
Ha! What for? You think that whore's out there pining for you? Saving herself for when you get out? Huh? No doubt she's already moved on to the next fella, and the fella after him.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Easy now. It was just a joke.
Yeah? Well, it wasn't very funny.
At this rate, I lost only found by month's end, and they were not cheap, let me assure you. Damn firm.
That bomb pot, eh? If I caught him anywhere near my horse, I'd give him a skill put log he'd not soon...
Get up! Where are we going?
Have trouble or you'll wind up in the pit.
Absolute plot-wise. I'll have to try it myself, but is that before?
No, I haven't ventured up that far yet. The Ohio country is a somewhat savage locale for the gentrified likes of me.
Nasty business. Some young fella from Scotland was paying a mock doll.
Really? No. I had not heard of it. They're a mite on the tardy side to ask it of us at this late juncture, though, aren't they? I don't know. Must be a fancy French contraption with a silver chasing. Plain old rattler will do for me anytime.
There's a load of karma in common. Much in demand. All the merchants clamor and pay top money for it these days.
So you with anyone I've never seen it done.
Well, yes, indeed.
I relinquish the fools.
What are you looking at, half-breed? You not understand English? That it?
To the line of passage.
Do I need to knock some sense into that thick head of yours?
He would take the forest mushrooms and drop them in a big pottery jar. Then Opa would pour in his special mixture with wild herbs and garlic.
I should try and find this Weems fellow. If he intends to escape, perhaps he can help me.
Not the same since old Fletcher.
We do hope to have Willard soon. He was serving on a packet ship, which made the...
Please don't hurt me!
Never seen it done that way. Can you fathom how that worked with any true? He still goes to the dead fight.
Yes, we did. Vast, Scarlatti, and...
Mason Weems?
Could be.
I need your help.
Oh?
They say you know a way out of here.
They say a lot of things.
I do not have time for games.
A shame, as I was hoping you might play one with me.
Fine.
Are you familiar with the rules?
I think he will join us for the hunting on Saturday. He must finish his business for the major before, but he thinks Friday he will be done.
No! I've tried everything to keep this focus out of my garage, but they keep finding their way back.
Seeing as you already know mine, what's your name?
Connor.
Pleased to meet you, Connor.
There's truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old...
Well played. So, what brings you to Bridewell?
Treachery. I have been falsely accused.
Of course you have.
Demolished the pub's tea house bench. An absolute savage, that man.
Well, used to be.
You do not believe me?
Why should I? You've the look of a brute.
You misjudge. I'm an honest man.
Wild herbs and garlic.
Nasty business.
Really a half-turn clockwise. I'll have to try it for myself.
And yet, also a man imprisoned. Tell me how you found yourself in this place.
It is a private matter.
As is what you ask of me.
Guard dog. Even rather belligerent cat. I consulted all the experts and still have no solution.
No.
I was trying to prevent a murder.
Oh! Anyone I know?
George Washington.
The others put you up to this, didn't they? Thought it might be fun to have another laugh at Mason's expense. Fools, a lot of them. To make light of something like this. George Washington is brave beyond measure, loyal like a brother, peerless in character, and unshakable in his convictions. That man is our Jupiter Conservator, destined to lead us not just to freedom, but greatness. Anyone who says otherwise is either a simpleton or a traitor.
Then you understand why I need to get out of here. If I don't help him, he is going to die.
You're serious, aren't you? Very well. But it's going to take some doing. See, everything hinges on the key I forged. But that lout Finch stole it. Took me 3 months to make the thing, too. You need to get it back, or we're not going anywhere.
Consider it done.
The lad was trying to make me smoke they use back home to flavour the malt. When this American variety caught fire with too much gumption.
Well, I think I'll raise hogs next.
Some young fella from Scotland was trying to map.
A long journey. Not sure I'd have the sea legs in me to embark again so soon. Nah, I'll rest a while with my pipe and my old dub.
Well, yes, I used to accompany the expeditions on the border. They go as far as...
Bomb caught, eh? If I caught him anywhere
Bloody
near
foot
my
pads.
I'd give him a deal with them. Parsley.
Certainly looks like it's honest.
You'll hang with the rest of them.
When this American variety caught fire with too much gumption.
Get in! Where?
He won't come. His wife's gone into labour. Last I saw him, he was running in circles, full tilt, with staring eyes and an idiot grin across his face. Let me know if he's willing. I've always room for another pair of strong arms. I could bring his brother.
String him up, the damned prig!
So, whatever went wrong with that little Irish mutt? I'd heard the wedding bells might soon be sounded. Now this.
At this rate, we're locked on. Found by one there.
Let me know. Got a cut pass. Don't remind me. A punch on all who've been waiting in windows. A punch on all who've been waiting I'd heard the wedding bells might soon be sounded. Now this.
Your swing, Pete!
String him up, the damned prig!
Certainly looks as dishonest.
Is that before? The letter of the law. See it done, lads.
I've had about enough of this. I think I'll... No way of boxing, no.
So, boy, don't remind me. A pox on all who think bathing in winter is bad.
Bomb caught, eh?
No, I haven't ventured up that far yet.
Oh no, that would be familiar. Similar in shade, but not so useful in the application.
He still owes me the best part of £3.
I used to accompany the expeditions as a porter. They'd go as far as the waterways. Don't remind me. A pox on all who think bathing in winter is helpful. A pox on all who bathe in general, by my lights. Really? I had not heard of it. There are might on the party side to ask it about this late Jeorge.
And to him he says, no, only milk. If the others are not drinking beer, I will not either. Ha! It is funny, yeah?
Let me know if he's willing. I've always willing for another pair of strong arms.
Well, yes. I used to accompany the expeditions as a porter. They'd go as far as the waterways.
He's over there!
And sometimes it was
chanced upon a copy of the latest pub. To said it's quite diverting. I haven't done anything to lay hands on one.
The little one reached the wood.
All right, scoundrels, back in your cells!
Don't remind me. A pox on all who think bathing in winter is another.
Stop it! Enough, you damn brat!
Ah, there are better ways to waste my time.
Well, with another garlic well underway.
No, thanks. I was in my schnips until quite late last night. I'm feeling a little bit but tomorrow, then I do.
Let me know if he's willing. I've always room for another pair of strong arms. To bring his brother comes in.
Must be a fancy French contraption with all the silver chasing.
Ah, yeah. What you see.
This key is useless.
Consumption. I took a heavy toll throughout.
What are you looking at? You in the market for a husband?
He won't come. His wife. I'd heard wedding bells might soon be set.
I have been hard working.
There's truth in what you say. When I first came here, the old house was full into many pieces. But since the chickens, it is not.
No, I think it was the consumption. I took a heavy toll throughout that village about 5 or 6 years ago, as I recall. Cursed luck.
How did I know he's a thief?
He won't come. His wife's going in the labor.
Last I saw
String him up,
he
the
was
damned
running in circles, full tilt, with staring eyes and an idiot grin across his face.
He won't come. His wife's going in the labor.
My nephew. A good earnest. Oh, yes, right. Yes, I saw that on the way.
Your key is useless.
What do you mean?
It did not fit the lock.
It's not meant to.
You forged a key that does not work.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by work. It'll get us out of here. Just not the way you expected.
Then how?
You're going to use it to get the real key off the warden. You have to swap yours for his.
Why not just have me take the real key? Why all this extra work?
He might notice if it went missing. This way, he'll be none the wiser.
And when he tries to use it?
He won't. That's why we're targeting him.
How do I reach the warden?
Yes. This next part, you may not like.
Oh, as if I've liked the others. Out with it.
You need to pick a fight.
What?
Pick a fight, and they'll throw you in the pit.
And how in the world does this help us?
The warden oversees the pit. Getting sent there is the only way to reach him.
I'll give you credit. You've given this plan to risk my life a great deal of thought.
Take down as many as you can. 1 or 2 will only serve to entertain the guards. You need to make them angry. We all have our part to play. Try not to die.
But she's a bright lass, I don't think.
Don't remind me. A pox on
The ale at the Dragon is tending towards water these days. Not the same since old Fletcher. Say, what was the mild at the Lion like?
You could ask the crump back there. He's quite a knowledgeable. Red? It's an odd choice. Why do you think he chose red instead of blue? It is much more in keeping with local customs to have it in blue.
With another Garrick well underway. The medley of lovers. So soon as strikes, I'm almost out to get it up for Tuesday. Isn't that a
He'd obviously fallen up.
Fancy yourself a troublemaker, eh? Some time in the pits to cool your blood.
Look at all of you, pathetic, dirty wretches. You're not but swine, suckling at the teats of civilization. Thieves and scoundrels all.
Take care not to raise the alarm.
Hey! Hold a moment, Squire.
Come back, you weak-kneed coward!
Halt! Let's have a word, chum. I'll turn you off!
Care not to raise the alarm.
Hold there! Get back here! He's taking it! We've lost the filthy prat.
I'm not a man to forget what's owed me, I assure you.
You'll find Hickey through that door. It's where they keep the important prisoners. Nicer rooms, more space, those sorts of things. It seems even in prison, who you know makes all the difference.
Thank you, Mason, for everything. I will find a way to repay the favor when my work here is finished.
Hold there. No, you don't!
You come back here!
Not who you was expecting, am I right?
What have we here? I thought we finished off your kind.
You would like that, wouldn't you? To rid the world of all who do not share your views.
Guilty as charged. Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue. Our work is too important. But what would you know, beyond all the lies Achilles feeds you and the tales you tell yourself?
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Please, the man is weak. He stumbles and stammers through each engagement, making it all up as he goes along. His pedigree is pathetic, his military record even more so. I could go on and on, but we'd be here for days, so manifold are his faults, so deficient are his merits. He must be dealt with. You as well. I will abide no more flies in the ointment.
Here's how it's gonna work. First we bind you and bring you to your cell. Then tomorrow, you go before the court, accused of plotting to kill good old Jeorge. Maybe we could pin the murder of the warden on you too. You did kill him after all. And who wouldn't take the word of Charlie over here? Once that's all squared away, well then.
All those years ago, the child in the forest was you.
I said I would find you.
And so you have.
But not quite as you had expected, am I right? You know, all of this might have been avoided had you only done what I asked. But what's done is done.
Up! Up with you! I said get up! Walk!
Bye now!
Hello, Connor. Didn't think I'd miss your going away party, did ya? I hear Washington himself is going to be in attendance. Hope nothing bad happens to him.
You said there'd be a trial.
Oh, no trial for traitors, I'm afraid. Lee and Haytham sorted that. It's straight to the gallows for you.
I will not die today. The same cannot be said for you.
That's enough! Keep moving!
You are not alone. Only give a cry when you need us.
Forget about me. You need to stop Hickey. He's...
Up you go. Don't want to be late now, do we? You just had to be an hero, didn't you? You and Georgie both. Now you see what it gets you. A pine box and little else.
Brothers, sisters, fellow patriots. Several days ago, we learned of a scheme so vile, so dastardly, that even repeating it now disturbs my being. The man before you plotted to murder our much-beloved general. Indeed, what darkness or madness moved him, none can say, and he himself offers no defense, shows no remorse. And though we have begged and pleaded with him to share what he knows, he maintained a deadly silence. If the man will not explain himself, if he will not confess and atone, what other option do we have but this? He sought to send us into the arms of the enemy. And thus we are compelled by justice to send him from this world. May God have mercy on your soul.
Need to stop, Hickey. Go!
Stop running! You unclean dra-
Damn it. I thought I'd at least live to see another day. Shame.
I want answers. Why did Johnson try and buy my people's land? Why was Pitcairn targeting Adams and Hancock? What purpose would Washington's murder have served? Why does your order support the British?
How should I know? The Templars, Lee, the big man, Haytham, they has the money. They has the power. That's the reason I threw in with them. That's the only reason. Sure, they have some sort of vision for the future too. I didn't give a damn about any of that. They can sing their songs about mankind and its troubles. They can make their plans and spring their traps. Don't bother me none. They paid me, so I said yes. Didn't bother to ask who, or how, or why. Didn't care.
You chose to side with men who would rob us of our humanity simply because it was more profitable?
What else is there? I'm not some blind fool who give up all I've got on principle. What is principle anyway? Can you bring it to the bank? Don't look at me like that. We're different, you and I. You're just some blind fool who's always chasing butterflies. Whereas I'm the type of guy who likes to have a beer in one hand and a tea in the other. Thing is, boy, I can have what I seek. Had it even. Your hands will always be empty.
At ease, man! At ease! I said, lower your goddamn guns! This man's a hero! Oh, the General can be so stubborn sometimes. Piffle, he said, when we warned him something like this would happen. Piffle!
Stop.
He wanted to kill the commander. Nearly killed you as well. He was a scoundrel.
But still a man.
You're nothing if not consistent.
Where is Washington? I need to speak with him.
Bundled off as soon as your execution went sideways. He's likely on his way back to Philadelphia by now.
And so am I.
Something wrong?
He is still in danger. Hickey did not act alone.